Let's get nuts indeed, guys. What's happening? Welcome to Monday's Film Junkie Live. Ooh, last Monday in September. Oh man, we're almost in October. Jace! Soon it's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be the holidays soon. That's what's crazy. In a month, holidays are gonna be showing up. Ah, too soon, man. Come on. Hit that like, thumbs up. Do all the things. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, please, and follow me on all the sock meds down below. Twitter, I'm most active, of course. And then, of course, become a member. We do a members-only stream after this. There's also the Patreon if you want to support the channel, and I do an after show after every Monday stream. So, look forward to that there, patrons. What's happening? Talk to me. We got Clone Adventure, the new Superman continues to flop. God, it just keeps on flopping, and yet they greenlit a sequel? What are they doing? I'm at Disney World, Dave. Whoa, nice. So I may not make all the lives this week. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, do whatever you can, man. You know, just peek in, you know. Give me a view. Let it run for a bit. Hit that like, thumbs up. You know, just help. Brian says, suck it, Snyder Colts. There we go. That's funny. A hardball, Mr. Eric. Give it time. Courtesy of AI getting better and better. We're going to get that John Wayne and Clint Eastwood Western that could have been. Who knows? Maybe even restore the Snyderverse trigger warning. Yeah. But they won't accept that. What's going on, Arkham? My new name is Save. I am Save. Save the Film Junkie. That sounds like my channel got deleted, actually. Save the Film Junkie. Anyways. And yes, they did announce Simpsons movie too. I fell off from The Simpsons. I mean, it's gone on for how many? It's gone on for like 57 years. It seems like, you know, I kind of fell off. I'm not going to lie. I used to watch The Simpsons a lot when I was a kid and into like my teenage years. And then I kind of just fell off. And, you know, and then when Family Guy and like Rick and Morty and all that stuff came around, I really started watching that shit. But I don't know. Yeah. But I did see the first movie. So I'll probably see this one. But I mean, I'm like, what else can they do? It's like, it's just amazing. Like South Park and everything. Like, how do they? It's just amazing that they're just. These animated shows have gone on for so long. Just so long. So we got Monique right here. What's going on? Happy Monday. It's Boar's stuffed chicken breast topped with barbecue sauce and cheese kind of night with buttered greens. That's right. Ah, man. And you know what? I just realized something there. You know, since you're here every week making me hungry, I'm going to make you a mod, Monique. I saw that. Yeah, you're not a mod. So I'm going to go ahead and you've been added. Let's see. Standard. Yeah, there we go. All right, there you go. Monique, you're now a mod. You are a mod now because you always make me hungry every stream, and I love it. So welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right. Who else we got here? Let's see. We got Mr. Droga right here. I did some photo shoots over the weekend. What kind of photo shoots, huh? That's cool. Costumes or whatnot. What's going on, Mr. Lane? Of course, Mr. Lane's the one that he made that song for me at the beginning of the stream that I always play, which I, of course, always appreciate of. Even if we bump heads on certain things. Still love the guy, though, you know. Talented motherfucker right there. Gilmer, what's happening? I got half of the Miami Vice cast right. Thought it would be Pal and Damson Idris, but can't go wrong with Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, well, it's only rumor. It's like there's a rumor out there. We'll talk about that a little bit. Fear Jason, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. We got Antonio Curiel. Good to see you. What's happening? Just want to give you props for your constant work and dedication to your channel. Yeah, man. You know, that's fun. I still love doing it. So I appreciate you. We got Simon right here. What's happening, Simon? All right. It's okay, bud. You know, typos. It's all right. I just, you know, you have to make fun. Let's see, Futurama, yeah, I really got into Futurama as well, man, so, yeah. I love that. You're welcome, Monique, you're welcome. All right, guys. 57 weeks, seriously, yeah, no, I need to bring that guy back. I think once it starts cooling off, maybe, just maybe that guy will return. Just maybe. Is that thing, I don't even know. Oh. No, I don't even know what the heck. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at like my stuff here. That's that. Man, I can't believe I still have that in there. That's an old overlay. I was just looking at some of my things here. There's that. Yeah. Okay. I was just looking at some stuff because that thing didn't pop up. I'll look at it later. Yeah, it's time to bring... It is about that time to bring Casual Batman back. He's probably got a lot to say about the new Superman movie. I didn't, he had a lot to say about the Batman. I'll tell you that much. If you go back and watch that review. But yeah, I should definitely... I was looking back at those videos, and those were fun. And I even did live streams, too. I think, those were fun as well, just doing a random live stream. Casual Batman doing a random live stream. It was pretty cool. So, yeah, like I said, but it's got to cool down first because that mask is hot. That mask is really hot. And you know how warm it gets in my, in my little room here now. Even though I got fans, the AC's on, but, we don't want to keep it like, blaring through. I mean, it's peak hours, and we live in California, Thank you, Gavin Newsom. But, the bills can get high up here, so. But anyways, guys, again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for spending some time with me. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. One of my best friends, he had his baby shower over the weekend, and his wife is a month away from their firstborn, having a baby boy. So they had a little get together, which was great. I got to see some people I hadn't seen in a long time. Had some fun. And I think my gift was the best one. I wish if I had a picture, I'd show you guys what it is. But I know Lane out there would definitely appreciate it. But yeah, it was a good time. And then, of course, just hung out with friends, did all that, watched a lot of football, watched some baseball. Baseball is now officially over with. No more Giants games. Damn it, because they suck. But like I said, I told you guys in the Vodka stream, I'm now rooting for the Mariners when it comes to the playoffs. So a lot of good times over the weekend. A lot of good times. A lot of drinking. So I was just like, jeez. Tell you what. So anyways, bring back the smelly mask. I know, right? I gotta clean that thing. It's in a box somewhere. I know it's in a box somewhere. I'm gonna have to definitely scrub that thing out. So, all right. Hey, what's going on, Dell? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you out there. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the tweets. Let's see what happened in the last few days. This is pretty cool right here. You guys know I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for, of course, design, fan design posters, or when people take it upon themselves to make some posters. And of course, we have the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future that's going to be coming out. That's going to be coming out, at the end of the month? On Halloween. And we got somebody right here. Let's see, Ryan Stewmate. This is heavy, Doc. Excited to share my Back to the Future art releasing this Thursday with Vice Press News officially licensed and limited to an edition of 175. Special thanks to Cake Comics and James for the patience on this piece. Look at that. So just a beautiful poster. I'd gladly get this one. That is a beautiful poster. He was never in time for his classes. He wasn't in time for his dinner. Then one day he wasn't in his time at all. Hey, that's a pretty good tag right there. Not too shabby. But yeah, I would gladly have that on my wall. Just looks pretty slick. Pretty slick. What's going on, Versus Seed? Good to see you. Let's see, you're watching some... Oh, yeah, I've never seen Hellsink, sorry. What else we got? Oh, yeah, we did get a new poster also. We got a new official poster for Avatar Fire and Ash. We also got another trailer, not really like a full trailer. It was more like one of those minute and a half trailers too, but we got a poster, and it's a little floaty heady, but it's pretty crisp. But yeah, it's definitely doing the floating heads thing. But I don't, it's a little bit more crisp than some of the other floaty, heady type of posters. And I guess this character is is the main antagonist of the movie. But it looks pretty cool. Looks not too shabby right there. But you know how the floaty, heady posters kind of get a little, but yeah, for the most part, that one looks pretty crisp, and I actually do think it looks pretty good. Spaceballs 2, the search for more money. Except for they got that money, and they decided to do something pretty unique, because I didn't really catch it at first. But this is what they posted right here, and this is great because We got the whole cast. We got the returning cast. We got Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement to come back as Lord Helmet. That's right, Dark Helmet. Coming back. And, of course, we have Bill Pullman. We got a son that's going to be in it, Louis Pullman. Even Daphne Zuniga. I said it with an A, guys. She's coming back, too. Of course, Josh Gad, he's, wrote it. And I don't know if he's directed it. Mel Brooks, of course, going to be there. Keke Palmer's going to be there. But they showed this little picture right here. Mel Brooks wasn't fully there, but you know, he was on the Zoom call. So you got the whole cast right here doing like a script read. We got some things in the background too that you could keep an eye on. But yeah, you can see Rick Moranis right there. You can see Bill Pullman. And what I didn't realize was like, oh, they were paying homage. They were paying homage to Star Wars. When they all got together, they were trying to pay homage to that, because when Star Wars The Force Awakens, when they got together, they posted a picture, and this is back in 2014? My God. They posted a picture just like that. So why not, since they're spoofing Star Wars, hey, they decided to just pay homage to that. So that's pretty cool. You know? Why not? I love that. I didn't catch it at first. I thought, oh, cool. There's the cast. Did not even think about it until people started pointing that out. Like it. I like it. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah. No, I don't need to bring that up. You guys know I'm enjoying Peacemaker, right? You guys know I'm enjoying Peacemaker? You know, I mean, I'm enjoying Peacemaker for reasons. I'm enjoying Peacemaker for certain reasons. I don't know what... You know, it's just something about Peacemaker. I'm just really enjoying it. I don't know. I can't really specify why, but I'm really enjoying it. It's cool. I mean, it's just how it's all playing out. Everything. There's no particular reason why I'm enjoying Peacemaker. Not at all. What are you talking about? I mean, I am enjoying Peacemaker. That's one of the big reasons. That's one of the big reasons. My God. Anyways, sorry. Just had to make the joke because, yeah, she posted some pictures and I was like, jeez, that woman is gorgeous. All right. She's gorgeous. That's all I got to say. So, The Beekeeper 2 is now in production. That's right. The Beekeeper 2, we got the slate, we got everything. Of course, it's not directed by David Ayer. He's not doing this one. Of course, he's going to be producing, I believe. So, and I think he probably had a hand in the script as well. But I'm kind of curious where they take the Beekeeper, because they showed a whole world that was, within this world that he's a part of, and I'm kind of curious of how they expand that. I mean, it's similar to John Wick, where they expanded that whole underworld right there. Now there's like an underworld when it comes to the Beekeeper universe. So that's pretty cool. So that's officially started. And then, hey, check this out. Suicide Squad, and I'm not talking about James Gunn Suicide Squad. No, I'm talking about David Ayer's Suicide Squad. We got McFarlane Toys doing a special little run. They did this, of course, when it came to certain BVS figures and stuff like that, toys, And, like I said, they're popular. I mean, everything's popular. I love it when they do these, the multiverse figures, the multiverse statues, and the vehicles and everything, and they help, you get people to they get people involved, and then you get to raise the money, and then they're kind of doing like that. They kind of did that whole thing. But check this out: the McFarlane Toy Store Collectors Club drawing board crowdfund number 5 is now live. Important, you must sign in, and of course, for the drawing board account and do all the things and donate. There are 4 incredible levels featuring Harley Quinn and additional accessories. So yeah, you can get Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad with a poster, with, of course, some temporary tattoos. But there she is right there wearing that, the fishnets and the shorty shorts, and of course, Daddy's little monster. Quinn. So it's lagging. Oh shit. Is it lagging? No. Hold on. Give it a minute. Boop, boop, boop. Uh-oh. Is it doing the thing again? Hold on. It's back. It's back. It's back. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Just a little glitch. Just a little glitch. I updated everything. Everything good. It was probably, like I said, it's not always just me. Sometimes it's YouTube that acts like a little fool. I think last Wednesday it was definitely me. Yeah, last Wednesday it was definitely my thing. But I think we're good. We're good now. We're good now, right? We're good. All right. We are good. All right. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. Moving along. Anybody a fan of anybody who had watched Scrubs? When it comes to doctor shows, it seems like there's like 7 new doctor shows every season, every TV season. There's like 7 new doctor shows. Everything like, I don't know how many doctor shows there is out there, but I only watched 2. I only watched 2 doctor shows that I actually watched start to finish. Scrubs and House. That's all I watched. And they're doing a revival. And there is the group right there. All back together. About to do, I don't know what the revival is actually going to be. I'm sure it's going to be like a short little mini series or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so there they all are. So that's pretty sweet. What's his name? The janitor coming back? What's his name? He's not in the photo. I wonder if he's coming back. The janitor that always gave him shit. YouTube was kicking you in the balls this morning? Is that something you enjoy there, Ryan? Just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, sometimes it's YouTube, sometimes no. I updated the software. I made sure I got everything updated, everything's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. '80s Miami Vice. That's going to be more. Twitter, because Twitter is always like a good thing to. See, Twitter's fine, so I think it's a YouTube thing. Twitter is actually fine. It's actually working pretty fun on that. Trump made a YouTube. Yeah, made YouTube. Yeah, that's right. There was that. Let's see. But it's funny because, like I said, last week when I was having issues, even Twitter wasn't working. So it was definitely on my end. Oh, maybe it is. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Maybe it is messed up. Crap. My end. Oh, maybe it is. Uh-oh. Nope, it's fine. Wait, hold on. Maybe it is messed up. Okay, come on, shut up. I need to hear myself. How we looking? We back? Let's see. God damn it. That's a stupid thing. Is it back yet? Is it still jumping? Is it still skipping? Like, sure. Let's see. I gotta go through the admin. Tomorrow we'll make $900 million. See, it seems like it's not. I think it's just. I don't know. I think YouTube's just acting like a little fool. Yeah, it seems to be working on. I see it. Well, it's a little laggy though. God damn it. All right, we good? Okay, clear up. Come on. Here, I'm gonna do something else too. Let me turn something off here. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay. I also had the game on. That probably shouldn't be. I probably shouldn't have something streaming because maybe it is my internet or something like that. So okay. Hopefully that'll be the last time right there. Come on, struggling. Anyways, where was I? Miami Vice. Yes, that's right. Obviously, Joseph Kosinski is going to be making the Miami Vice remake. It was announced, few weeks ago or whatever, and he wants to make it legit to like the pilot episode in the first season. so he wants to take it pretty seriously, but he wants it to take place in the 80s, which is good. And then I saw so many fan casts of these two actors, and apparently, according to Nexus Point News, Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are reportedly in talks to star in Joseph Kosinski's Miami Vice. Could totally see that. I don't hate it, but it is kind of funny because I saw so many people fan cast those two. That was mainly what I saw. I mean, there's probably some other fan casts, but there were so many people, and wouldn't be surprised if it happened. You know, this is Joseph Kosinski, so why not? But again, do not sleep on that Michael Mann Miami Vice. Do not sleep on that one. That still is a really good movie. I have a feeling that Kosinski will make a really good movie as well, but I'm just saying, don't sleep on the Michael Mann version, please. Don't. But yeah, it's not legit yet. I know somebody was mentioning that in the opening, like, oh yeah, I guessed it, but I was like, yeah, it's not quite there yet. What's going on, Mr. Antonio Baker? And Shad, yes? Okay. Good to see you. And Oh My God Ruler. He thinks that Man in Tomorrow is going to make $900 million. What? Get the hell out of here. We'll see what happens. Did you guys know about this? This is very interesting because I had no idea, and then I'm kind of wondering, all right, I probably shouldn't even be talking about it because I guess it's true, because I guess I've heard this, some people were saying that it's true, that this has been known. I had no idea, but my God, this is pretty crazy right here. Quentin Tarantino. Did you know that Quentin Tarantino is a big fan of a certain Superman movie? That's right. A certain Superman movie Quentin Tarantino is a fan of. It would be awesome if I said Man of Steel, but it's not Man of Steel. It's not Man of Steel that he liked. He liked Superman Returns a lot. Quentin Tarantino says the only superhero movie he truly loves is Superman Returns. He even gave Bryan Singer a Best Director award at an imaginary 2006 Cannes ceremony and started writing a 20-page review of the film that he never finished. What the F? Of course, now, you know, with stuff that we found out recently from Bryan Singer, that's probably something he doesn't want out there. I would imagine that's something he doesn't want out there. Giving that much praise to Bryan Singer, but then again, this is back in 2006. This is almost 20 years ago. Maybe Tarantino didn't know about certain things. I'm assuming that's the case, but hey, Tarantino is interesting when it comes to like his picks when it comes to movies, and he'll stick with it and he will defend. He will defend. And again, it's not like Superman Returns is terrible. It is a watchable Superman movie. There's just choices that were made that didn't really sit with people all that well. You know, there's things right there. So it's okay. In my opinion, doesn't really bother me. Doesn't bother me. But I never heard about that. He was going to write a 20-page review and he didn't finish it. Best director at a camp. Man, that's crazy. I wonder how he feels about other Superman movies. Something tells me he probably didn't want to watch any other Superman movie. He's like, I watch them. I don't need to watch another. You know, he said that about Toy Story. He goes, I saw the last one. I don't need to. That was like a perfect trilogy. I mean, a perfect way to end it. Perfect. You know, it's like that's my bad Tarantino impression. I try to do, but yeah, that's cool. Okay, we good? All right. I keep on wanting to check the feed and make sure it's good. All right, we're good. So they announced who's going to perform the halftime show of the Super Bowl. And that's right, guys. Is it going to be like a big act that everybody knows all the music and everything, and they're going to rock? It's going to be Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. Thank God, because I know so many of his songs. There you go. Yeah. Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. I make the joke. I don't really know his music. I don't. I saw him in Bullet Train. I almost said Money Train. That's a whole different movie. So Bullet Train, and then of course he was in Happy Gilmore 2. That's all I really know him from. I don't really know his music. It's an interesting choice. I'm kind of like, good Lord. I think what was the last good one? What was the last good halftime show? I think it was the one where like they had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. Eminem, they all like came out. That was like the last really, that was the one, that was a really good halftime show. That was cool because it had legends, icons on stage together. That was, and then of course, poor 50 Cent was hanging upside down. Yeah, that was 2002. So that was like, in my opinion, that was like the last really good one. And then, there was ones before that too that were pretty good. But I'm just like going, man, but can we get like a rock? Can we get rock in there, like a band? Like, it's been a bit since we had like just a band. I mean, I think Maroon 5 did it, but I don't really consider them good or like a rock band. I don't know. Prince halftime show was great. When it started raining, perfect. But it started raining. Prince's show was pretty good. But Bad Bunny? I mean, like, there's a lot of people. Doesn't he like mainly, he speaks Spanish, like he sings in Spanish, right? It says, to me, it almost sounds like a message. I don't know. Probably is. You know how it all is. Well, I know he doesn't tour in the U.S. because of reasons, political reasons, of course. But hey, the Super Bowl, he's going to be performing that. All right. I usually don't watch the halftime show anyways. If I'm at a Super Bowl party, I'm usually mingling, I'm eating shit, and whatever. During the halftime show, I don't really give a shit. They need to bring back the lingerie bowl. I'm just saying. Or the puppy bowl, cute, or, the other, maybe. I don't know. It's weird having Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl halftime performer when he said he wouldn't tour. I know. Oh, but he's going to be on the biggest stage. I mean, it's just there's hypocrisy and there's messages. There's all this stuff. It's all political, and I hate it. I hate how political everything gets. Leo DiCaprio, obviously promoting his new movie, Fight Another Day. Is that what it's called? I always forget what the title of that is. Lingerie Bowl. Hell yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio. He says that kids love Wolf of Wall Street. That's right. Leonardo DiCaprio says kids often tell him they love the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm like, you saw that? How old are you? Turns out he was just talking to one of his dates. Yeah. I had to make that joke, right? Obvious joke right there. So, yeah, it was just kind of funny, though. It's like, oh, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, like he says that kids these days, they watch all kinds of shit. And then, of course they're going to like Wolf of Wall Street. A lot of crazy things that happen in that movie. And then you got Margot Robbie, all kinds of naked. So, anyways, okay. What else we got? Okay. Ooh, we got this right here. Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, of course, is currently filming and also, scouting locations for his movie, The Last Photograph, which is big time passion project, naturally. And Zack Snyder is now back on Instagram. That's right. You can actually follow Zack Snyder on Instagram. He reopened his Instagram. I think he had an Instagram before and closed it, or maybe he didn't. I don't know. But he has an Instagram now, and now I guess he's going to be, because let's face it, Vero is a good spot because it is strictly, mainly photographs and everything. But you're not going to get a big reach with Vero because Vero is just not a big platform. It's not a big platform. Not a lot of people use that. I don't even use it that much. I got on it specifically for him and everything, and it was cool, connecting with other people, like within the fandom, but it's just another one that I'm like going, and then the app is really buggy on my phone. It's never been great. So I'm glad he's on Instagram, and he's posting all kinds of shots from The Last Photograph set, and he's filming in Iceland right now, and he's got some beautiful shots. Look at that shot right there. Oh. There's a shot of what's his name that I can't remember his name right now. Rupert something. He looks like Hugh Jackman's cousin. Like he's related to Hugh Jackman or something. I thought about that when it came to Army of Thieves that he showed up in. And then of course we have another shot. There's Zack holding the camera, of course, which a lot of people hate that he's a director of photography, but I'm like, it's gonna be fine. Shut up. But yeah, so he's gonna have, and of course, a bunch of people flocked over there, and he's Got probably like 50,000 followers now, which is cool. So, but yeah, follow him on Instagram if you haven't already. He's going to be posting a lot of beautiful shots from this. I am so looking forward to the last photograph. This is going to be the most unique Zack Snyder movie ever. And it really could show those people that do not like him that maybe they'll be like, well, shit, Zack, I wasn't aware of your game. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm just hoping for to kind of shut the haters up a little bit. I mean, of course, the ones that have like Zack Snyder derangement syndrome, they're just going to continue hating him. But then at the same time, there's a lot of people that they like hate him because they hate his fans. And I think that's vice versa too. Like people hate James Gunn because they hate his fans. Because everything got a little culty. Everything got a little culty when it came to those fandoms. But when it comes to this stuff, I'm like, yeah, this is 100% what I want. This could actually be something, good for Zack's career, just to show people that, hey, I don't just make the sci-fi explosion, slow motion movies and everything. I believe there's going to be slow motion in this movie because he's just a master at it. But I'm just going, yeah, this is going to hopefully show people that, hey, this man is a fucking awesome filmmaker right here. So looking forward to it. He made his handle Snyder Cut. Did he really? I thought it was just Zack Snyder. Matt Damon. How do you like these apples right here? You got Matt Damon. I mean, we already saw like a shot of him on the set of The Odyssey where he was looking pretty jacked. But then all of a sudden it's like, well, it's, Matt Damon. And when it comes to Hollywood, sometimes I just wonder. I'm like, paparazzi shots, that sometimes they just go like, hey, let's get some images out there, let's get some images out there. You're looking pretty good, and let's make it seem like it's a paparazzi shot. Now, I'm not saying that this is happening, but I mean, the dude's looking pretty good under the sun right here. But check this out. How do you like them nipples? Jesus. Yeah, looking pretty shredded there, Matty. Got the shoulders popping out. Got that six-pack going. I mean, I'm guessing he was on some kind of vacation. I don't think his character in The Odyssey is going to be wearing those trunks. But then again, who knows? I'm sure it's all natural too. Maybe a little tea. Maybe a little tea. Not the tea you drink. But hey, he's looking pretty good. And then, of course, like I was talking about. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Yeah, I was about to say, Dale. I was like, there is a Snyder Cut one, and that's probably a crazy one that you probably don't want to follow. I was like, I don't think he named it Snyder Cut. I was like, nah, he wouldn't do that. But it's just his name. But like I said, when it comes to my Giants, it was going to happen. We all saw the writing on the wall. They fired their manager. The manager, Mr. Bob Melvin, got fired after 2 seasons with the Giants. I started warming up to that guy, and then after the last couple of months, I was like, yeah, he's got to go. So he got to go. All right, what else we got here? This is a very interesting one. So you got Chase Infiniti, which is a very interesting name. She plays Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter, and of course, One Battle After Another that came out this weekend. And she basically said in an interview with THR that she was named Chase Infiniti because her parents decided to take 2 vastly different, movie characters, I guess you could say. Vastly different movie characters and put them together. And you will never guess which 2 characters that they brought together to make the name Chase Infiniti. Nicole Kidman's Chase Meridian from Batman Forever, and then Buzz Lightyear's catchphrase, to infinity and beyond. What the fuck kind of acid were her parents on? That is crazy. I mean, it's not a bad name, but it's just, that's the reason why? Is that really the reason why? Batman Forever and Toy Story. That is funny. But I guess those 2 movies came out, the same year, 95? So I guess that makes sense. Was that 95 that they both came out? I know Batman Forever did, and I think Toy Story, or was that, yeah, it was 95, right? And then she even followed it up and said, should I drop my last name when I was 10? My parents were like, we gave you a star name, so now you've got to use the star name. So yeah, her parents were fucking hippies. That's pretty interesting. And then we got this right here. Oh my God. Let the man rest. This is ridiculous. And of course, but it's technology. It's whatever. But I'm just kind of going, can we just let the man rest? I'm sure you guys heard about this, that there's going to be an AI like holographic display. I think it's going to be at Comic-Con or whatever the hell. It's going to be whatever. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Stan Lee lives on through an AI hologram.
To join you at the 2025 Los Angeles Comic-Con. For decades, I had the thrill of spinning yarns about heroes and villains in that mighty Marvel manner. But the real heroes...
We don't have to watch this whole thing.
The fans.
Because it's just creepy and weird.
Kept those stories alive. The world may be a little nutty now and then.
The movie, yeah. You think it's a little nutty now and then? AI? Think it's a little nutty now there, Mr. AI Stan Lee? But yeah, that's what they're doing. Proto. Beam here. I've heard about this technology where you can literally, I mean, that's the future of this technology specifically is for people to actually beam themselves like hologram to like another location, which that's pretty trippy technology. But why do you got to create a Stan Lee, a fake Stan Lee, an AI Stan Lee? What are we doing here? Let the man rest, okay? He did a lot. He did a lot of great things. Let him rest. But this is just leading me to believe that he's going to end up showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day or Avengers Doomsday. And I'm sure like his family and everybody, they're like, hey, they're going to keep paying us. Let's do it. Because obviously they had to approve of this, right? I don't know. I'm just like, God damn. He's going to end up showing up. They're going to have an AI version of him in Avengers Doomsday or whatever. But whatever. It's fine. I guess it's not the end of the world, right? You know, not like the thing that we're actually going to be talking about when it comes to the second topic today. So, anyways, there we go. That's all the tweets. There are all the tweets. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's not that big of a... I just thought it was like, just let the man rest, please. Let the man rest. All right. Let's talk about some things. Now, obviously, Jimmy Gunn was talking a lot when it came to Brandon Davis. If you guys watched the Vodka stream on Friday, I talked about how Jimmy Gunn's talked about Brandon Davis. He asked a good question, which again, this is why Brandon Davis and Josh Horowitz, they ask the questions that a lot of people have on our minds because they are fans and they know what people want to know when it comes to interviewing these people. And of course, he did ask him about the two Batmen that they're going to be dealing with. And, you know, James Gunn answered that. And like I said, I already talked about all that on the Vodka stream. So if you didn't see that, I haven't clipped it out yet, but I'll be posting that video probably tomorrow. So look forward to that tomorrow morning. Tomorrow noon, whatever the hell, afternoon maybe, depending on where you're at. So we already talked about that. But he did say something. He did say something when it came to Clayface. And he said all the right things that I wanted to hear when it came to Clayface. I was like, please, say more. Say more, Jimmy Guns. And here's what he had to say right here.
Clayface photos are just...
Hold on. There we go.
Clayface photos are just popping up left and right.
Are they?
Yeah. Does that make you sweat a little bit?
No.
Do you know, like, it is what it is?
Yeah.
You just know you're filming outside. It's okay.
Yeah. In fact, you know, we knew we were shooting outside. We knew there would be some photos that would get out, and we knew there was some makeup and stuff involved. And they're like, oh, should we not put any of the makeup on and then just do it with visual effects and post? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, is it going to make $1 less at the box office? You know, first of all, if some photos leak, and then secondly, like, I mean, you want to spend, hundreds of thousands of dollars
Be stupid.
on
So
VFX
stupid.
when it's going to look better if it's practical? Because there's a lot
Yes.
of
Keep saying more
amazing
things.
practical effects in Clayface.
Clayface photos are just popping.
Keep saying more things about that with Clayface. More practical effects. That's what you want to hear. And I love what he had to say right there. This is when I like it, when Jimmy Gunn keeps on talking. Keep on saying more things like that. First off, it's like, yeah, you're shooting outside, whatever. It's free promotion. And I'm hoping that's what he's telling the studio and telling Warner Brothers, so that way people don't get like copyright strikes or whatever the hell. It's like, yeah, use that as free promotion for your movie. So display all the Easter eggs. And that created hype. And then the fact that he said, oh man, do you really want to use VFX? Spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on VFX? No. Obviously, there's going to be some VFX because obviously it's Clayface. But the fact of the matter is that there's so much practical effects that he said, I'm going, yes, please have those practical effects, because then you can keep that budget low. And I'm willing to bet that budget's going to be $60, $70 million, which of course could be an instant hit because horror is just killing it right now. It makes $200 million. You're good. You're golden. Even less than that. 140. Yeah, about 200 million, 200. Yeah, if it was like a $70 million budget, yeah, something like that. It'd be pretty good. No, there we go. You got James Gunn's wife, of course. I wouldn't mind her being in the chat. No, that didn't sound pervy at all. Jeez, what am I talking about? Let's see, there wasn't really much. I'm trying to think of like what else there was actually when it came to certain things. We got some articles, because obviously he's been doing a lot of talking, as he does. He's been doing a lot of talking. Man of Tomorrow. So Man of Tomorrow, he was chatting it up about like, hey, Entertainment Weekly decided to be like, hey, what the hell was going on with Man of Tomorrow when it comes to that cover? Now everybody's freaking out about it. So right here, they have an exclusive. Superman director James Gunn addresses whether Brainiac is villain in Man of Tomorrow. So obviously he said James Gunn knew exactly what he was doing when he posted a photo of Man of Tomorrow's script page. On Monday, the Superman director and DC Studios co-head seemingly revealed the villain and blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, when he talked about it, and it sparked a bunch of posts. Listen, of course I wasn't unaware that when I posted the cover of the script that there was going to be a discussion around the particular topic. But I think we'll hold off from what exactly is happening. Huh? I like that. Again, he's utilizing social media to his advantage. Stuff like that, good. Now, does he have to answer everybody that sends a question or some kind of weird thing to him? No. But at the same time, I like it when he does stuff like that, because he knew that was going to cause a lot of... It blew up the internet. It trended on Twitter. It trended all over. And everybody's like, Brainiac, Brainiac. And everybody was freaking out and hyped up for Brainiac. And he didn't want to reveal it, though. He didn't want to reveal too much. I'm just hoping that there's definitely going to be some other Superman villains. I'm hoping for a Parasite. I really am. I'm hoping for a Parasite. Because, Man of Tomorrow, Lobo, I think, wouldn't be surprised if he ends up showing up in the movie as well. So, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting when it comes to that. And then, of course, he did get some backlash. Because naturally, anybody who talks about this subject is just going to get backlash because, my God. It's annoying as all hell. And I'm not even going to bring up the entire article. I'm just going to bring up the quote because obviously this was getting passed around over the weekend. And naturally, when it came to Superman and talking about the similarities when it comes to what's happening in the Middle East, everybody was kind of going like, oh, geez, look at that. He's showing that he's pro-Palestine. And then people would try to flip it. No, he's pro-Israel. Or I don't know. There's always like this thing where everything has to have politics injected into it. Here's what Jimmy Gunn's had to say when it came to that. James Gunn says that he didn't write Superman to be a stand-in for Israel or Palestine. Absolutely 100% of that movie was written and done before anything ever happened between Israel and Palestine. Yeah, he didn't know. He kind of said something wrong right there, but whoops. And everyone, because it's been happening for a while, and everyone continues to refuse to believe that's not what it's about. It's not. It just isn't. You could take whatever you want from that to mean what you want. It's like, yeah, that's all been happening for a little bit. Of course, it just got amplified. So, I guess that's what he was kind of talking about right there. But, it's just one of those things. I don't like to chime in on all that stuff because I don't know dick about it. And most people, I don't think know dick about it. They just choose a side because whatever side that they are on, they just choose the side because it's left or right. And you know which one is left or right. And I just hate that. You know, I'm politically homeless. And I'm like, I'm not going to chime in because this is all shit that I don't know. I always say the only thing I just want to stop is, you know, women and children dying. That's all I want. That's all I would say. Hey, can we just stop killing people? How about that? That's all I say about it. So when he said that, of course, naturally people were freaking out and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, he didn't want it to be like that. I mean, it's not like that's the only time that one country is trying to take over another or there's like a struggle between two countries. I mean, it's always been a thing, you know. But yeah, it did feel like maybe there was something there. When you're watching, you're kind of going, you know. So, but whatever. Just like so tired of the politics. Just so tired of the politics of everything. It gets annoying. And then of course, you know, naturally when it comes to what happened in Peacemaker and that the whole Nazi stuff, and then people were doing that too, and it's just like it's make believe, guys. The shit has been in the source material. It was just like fuck. And of course people are like, oh yeah, this is what America's like now, and I'm like, good Lord. I'm not walking out there and seeing Nazi flags, guys. It's not how it is right now. Let's relax a little bit. Anyways, so Batman, Brave, and the Bold. Now, obviously, we are anxiously awaiting hearing when that script is going to be finished. We're wondering who is actually going to be cast as the DCU Batman. We're wondering what of course, the Batsuit's going to look like. And we're also wondering if Andy Muschietti is actually going to be directing it. That's also kind of up in the air too when it comes to that. But he did say some interesting things, and IGN right here has something when it comes to him talking about that and Damian Wayne and all that stuff. James Gunn says plenty of things are in flux on Batman, Brave and the Bold, and Damian Wayne. Brave and the Bold script, I like where we are. He said, of course, being cryptic, saying plenty of things are in flux, and gave a cryptic response when asked whether Damian Wayne is even still in the movie. Gunn previously, of course, said that he's a little son of a bitch, all the things. And then this is what he had to say when it came to like, hey, so is Batman going to be in his mid to late 30s? What's going on with the age of Batman? No, I think you have to wait to see the movie. Some things have changed. Plenty of things are in flux on what his situation is with his parentage and all that stuff. So I wouldn't take any of it. Yeah, I mean, the actor who wants to... Listen, first of all, I can't tell you the amount of big actors that have told me they want to be Batman. I think you'd have a harder time finding actors who won't want to be Batman. He's the one character everyone wants to play. That's the truth. And then, of course, they pressed him on, in remark of Damian's parentage and asked whether Damian Wayne is still in the movie or not. Curiously, of course, Gunn's response, he said, I think you have to wait to see exactly what's going to happen. And then he said, this isn't the first time, of course, that he talked about all that and blah, blah, blah. We don't have to recap all that. So is he going to be mid to late 30s? Is Damian Wayne? Are they changing stuff when it comes to that? And a lot of people misunderstood his quotes about parentage because they were thinking they were talking about Bruce Wayne's parents. It's like, no. Talking about his parentage, like as in Damian and Batman kind of acting in the parental role. I mean, obviously, Batman... When it came to Dick Grayson, he ended up acting as a parent. And then, of course, that turned into more of a brotherhood eventually. But, kind of interesting. So, but yeah, so there's like some things where it's like, I know he's got some things chambered, but sometimes it feels like he doesn't have things chambered. So he kind of just like, and it's like, all right. But still, for the most part, I'm like, okay, that still sounds good to me. All that sounds good. And yeah, I mean, we're going to be on that Batman watch for a while when it comes to what's happening with Brave and the Bold. And let's see what else we got. Let's see. Okay, and then when it comes to Peacemaker, we have something that he said right here. So Peacemaker, and when it comes to episode 8, in episode 8, I know you probably won't be able to answer this, but how many cameos will there be? It's not about the cameos. It's about the story and the twist and the emotion and fun. Cameos are only fun if they're a part of the story. So there's something with that. It's not cameo porn, right? Is it going to be a cameo orgy? Is that what it's going to be, Jimmy? Maybe. But, I don't know, bring on. I mean, I still say Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. is going to show up. I 100% think that. He even said that he's got major plans for Mr. Terrific. So Mr. Terrific, we haven't seen, of course, the last of him yet. Obviously, he probably will be a part of Man of Tomorrow, but I'm kind of wondering what those bigger plans are going to be. Going to be interesting. And I think I'm going to see, I was just kind of looking, I was like making sure, like, is there any more? Man, there is one YouTuber that just absolutely hates that guy. Like a bigger YouTuber. That's just, man, he's got like a weird obsession. Let's see, what else? More teas. Yeah, there's not really anything else when it came to him responding. Oh yeah, he also said that when it comes to, let's see, what was it? Jesus Christ, I saw something and now I can't find it. Man, I saw it and then just lost it. Damn it. Yeah, that's right. G.I. Robot. G.I. Robot, he even said that G.I. Robot is going to show up in live action. He doesn't necessarily say it's going to be Peacemaker, but I'm like, wouldn't that be kind of perfect if he showed up? Especially in the world that you just showed. I'm like, that would be kind of interesting if G.I. Robot happened to show up and then went through that door. I wouldn't be surprised if it was going to be some kind of joke. Like, it probably would be some kind of joke. Maybe it'd be like a post-credit where all of a sudden he comes through one door, walks into the Earth X door, and just starts blasting away. Wouldn't be surprised if something like that was going to happen, but anyways, all right. So there you go. This James Gunn universe pretty much goes until 2035, and everybody wants Batman. Oh, of course. Well, it's because it's Batman. That's the thing. You know, and of course we want to get, we want to start getting, I just want to see the Trinity together again. That's all. I want to see the Trinity together again. The entire Earth gets destroyed. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. G.I. Robot. To me, it almost seems like that would just be like a gag at the end where you know, the Pocket Universe, you just see G.I. Robot coming at, and he goes into the Earth X. And then as the door is closing, you just hear, brrrr, you know, he just starts firing away because it's like everybody's a Nazi. Wouldn't be surprised. That's just where my brain goes. I'm trying to, you know, think like that. Anyways, all right, let's move on to something stupid. AI. We have an AI actress. That's right, guys. This happened. Naturally, everybody was just okay with it, right? No, nobody is okay with this because it's absolutely crazy and stupid. So let's look at the original post right here. Here's the original post, and oh man, this is so weird. This is where we're headed, folks. It's where we're headed. Things are just getting like weirder and weirder, and now it's like, you know, I'm watching YouTube and I'm seeing like, oh, you could play this, you could have this app and have an AI assistant, and then it's like it's a girl assistant that's looking pretty provocative. I'm like, YouTube, why are you promoting that? Okay. Anyways, here it is right here. So here's the, this came out, a couple days ago? Well, mainly over the weekend. It was mainly yesterday, but AI actress Tilly Norwood debuts at Zurich Summit as industry grapples with emerging tech. We want her to be the next Scarlett Johansson? What the hell? And there she is right there. AI actress Tilly Norwood has attracted the attention of multiple talent agents. Actor, comedian, and producer Eline van der Velden told a panel at the Zurich Summit, the industry strand of the Zurich? I don't even know what the hell to say their name. Who cares? Fuck these guys. Film festival. Eline, he's actor, comedian. I don't even know who that person is. Tilly Norwood is the first creation to emerge from the recently launched AI talent studio, Zikoia, a spinoff from the Van der Velden's AI production studio, Particle 6. Van der Velden, this guy sounds like a fucking supervillain, said the studios were quietly moving forward with AI projects. Quietly? Why was it quietly there, buddy? Because people don't want this? Quietly? And the further announcements would come in the next few months. We were in a lot of boardrooms from around February time, and everyone was like, no, this is nothing. It's not going to happen. Then by May, people were like, we need to do something with you guys, said Van der Velden, who was being interviewed, of course, on stage from somebody from Deadline. Come on. Don't. There's too many freaking ads. Yeah, this shit's crazy. Norwood wrote, I can't believe it. My first ever role is live. Oh, jeez. So then, of course, you can see it right here. 100% AI. This is all 100%.
Not squeeze in one last development
That's
meeting.
so loud.
We had one rule. No missing children, no dead women, and no reboots of Heartbeat.
We'd pitched this beautiful comedy, two sisters running a
So you
funeral
could tell
parlor
that
in
he's
Margate.
AI. His
Warm,
skin is way too smooth.
Weird, very BBC Two.
The commissioner said no. AI generated
The mouth
100
looked
better
weird right there.
ideas in minutes, perfectly aligned to
This is
channel
kind of
data,
the stuff that
viewing
they're doing.
Streamed last summer.
delivery orders.
What?
Oh boy.
And who could forget the mental health format?
Particularly among men who shop at Screwfix and women obsessed with
She
gut
seems
health.
fun.
In romantic scenes.
Oh yeah.
Just ignore
Let's make him you gotta
Claude
put the
3,
fat
GPT,
you gotta put the fat white guy in there.
writer's room.
Holding a
He even
burrito
did
as he's
Silvermount
being interviewed.
paperwork And immediately got
Jesus
Albert
Christ.
certified.
And AI generated
There she is.
by some company called Particle 6.
She'll do anything.
That
I
looks like
say.
crap.
I'm already in love.
Girl next door vibes.
And of course you got the bald fucking this is gross.
Can she cry on Graham Norton?
He's eating a burrito.
Of course she can. And it'll be clipped, subtitled, and monetized on TikTok by lunchtime. We're all going to hell. Got recommissioned, didn't it? 3 seasons and a podcast.
By an AI commissioner, much faster.
But hey, at least it wasn't a reboot.
Yeah, it's worse. I'd take so many more reboots. I would take so many more reboots over that shit. I'll take all the reboots, okay? I'll take a reboot of fucking Back to the Future over that shit. Ugh. I don't know. I just don't. I don't but the fact that they're saying like, I think he's lying. I think he's fluffing a little bit, saying, "Oh, there's so many talent agencies that want her to be the next Scarlett Johansson." It's like, get the fuck out of here. I believe there was actually a movie with Al Pacino that kind of touched this. That came out like 15 years ago. I think it was called like Naomi or something like that. Can't remember. Somebody find that out. I think there was something like that. But there, again though, we'll see what happens because I think it's still, and people are gonna like watch this kind of stuff because they're gonna want to see what it is. And so there's going to be like a competition. Of course, there's going to be like backlash and everything naturally, but they're going to move forward with this and it's going to make money because people are going to be curious. There are going to be people that are going to be all about it. And then the people who aren't all about it are still going to be like passing it around and all the stuff. It's just the way it works. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. But, you know, what can you do? So there you go. And of course, it's receiving backlash. There's people already coming out. They were already showing a bunch of people like Melissa Barrera, Lucas Cage, and more Hollywood names. As creator defends her as a new tool and not a replacement. That's what they're going to say. It's like it's a new tool, but not a replacement. Of course, the Mr. Vander, whatever the fuck his name is, Eline van der Velden of the Van der Veldens. I don't know. It's just he sounds like a supervillain. He's got a name of a supervillain, for God's sakes. He says, to those who have expressed anger over the creation of my AI character, Tilly Norwood, this is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art. Like many forms of art before her, she sparks conversation, and that in itself shows the power of creativity. Now, I can understand that it spark discussion, but at the same time, if you can do something like that instead of hiring Scarlett Johansson, which of course that requires a price tag, yeah, that's not good. That's replacement. It's going to lead into replacement. Might not be replacement now, but it's going to lead into replacement. That's the thing. Scary stuff, man. This guy's going to create Skynet. He's going to help create Skynet somehow. You know, you already have, Chat GPT, you have Grok, you already have these other guys. You have the Sam Altmans, your Elon Musks, and now you're Van der Velden, who's going to like be the last remaining one to create Skynet. Pack your shit, folks. It's happening. A new tool for the lazy. Yeah, like I said, I use AI tools when it comes to like my videos and the subtitles, and sometimes I'll create an image if I can't figure out how to create it myself in Photoshop. I'll use it. I'll use it as a little bit of a tool, but I'm not going to like, there's people that have created AI versions of themselves and like, hey, here, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I mean, maybe if I wanted to have a conversation with myself, that could be fun. But, you know, again, I think people just still want that authenticity, you know? So, anyways, box office. Who went to the box office this weekend? Well, people did go to the box office this weekend, and, you know, we had a new original movie come out, and, you know, it did fairly well, which is good. We want that. And Warner Brothers, they're killing it. They keep killing it when it comes to 2025. Like I said, they just crossed $4 billion. They are the top distributor when it comes to the 5 big movie studios, and that's why Paramount's just like, oh, buddy, because Paramount's at the bottom, and they're seeing Warner Brothers at top, Mr. Elysian, or whatever the hell his name is. I don't remember his name. You know, he's licking his chops like going, I got to purchase Warner Brothers because it ain't going to be Netflix. Here's the box office report right here. Oh, of course, somebody already created, wow. I'm telling you, that dude, that person is just, it's that one guy. That is crazy. Crazy. Anyways, one battle after another won the top spot. 22 million domestic. 48 million worldwide. 48.1, I should say. So not too shabby. Of course, this movie cost like $140 million. So it does, I mean, it's a pretty good start for like an original movie that, you know, in September, so not too bad. But, you know, it's going to need a little bit of help, and hope maybe the word of mouth will definitely have it. And then, of course, we have Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, which, you know, I had no idea what Gabby's Dollhouse is. It made 13.7 million domestic, and then 19.3 million when it comes to worldwide. And then Demon Slayer. That's right, Demon Slayer. You know what I totally forgot to do? Jesus Christ, guys, you didn't remind me. 605 million worldwide. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You got that? And, yeah, Demon Slayer, of course, is like at 605 worldwide. Currently, right now, I actually think it's actually pretty much higher. And then, of course, you had The Strangers Chapter 2. 50, nobody wanted to see this movie. 5.8 million. I heard the last one sucked. I totally just brushed over the whole Superman HBO Max thing. So we're going to go back to that after I get done with this, which I'm pretty much done with this. I totally just like remembered. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to talk about the HBO Max numbers. They actually re-released Fathom. They re-released the whole Spider-Man trilogy. That's cool. The Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. Little event right there. But yeah, so I mean, box office was box office. But yeah, let's go back because I totally just talked about the main topic here. What am I thinking? How did someone create? Yeah, because that guy is crazy. That guy is absolutely crazy. All right, so we're going back. We're going back to this because I just remember because a lot of people obviously got a lot to say when it comes to this right here. So, Superman, HBO Max, first 10 days. Now we were wondering. I was like, what are the numbers going to be? Now, we saw that I think when it came to the first 3 days, it was like 1.2 to 1.3 million, according to Samba TV. Now, Samba TV, not the best to, you know, get accurate numbers because it doesn't, I don't think they have like a wide, broad way of looking at things. So, in actuality, anything that's measured by Samba TV, you can actually probably tack on more numbers to it, which is so funny when people try to be like, Samba TV, they're not reliable. It's like, yeah, they're not. It's most likely more than what they're actually reporting when it comes to all that. So, when it comes to Superman and when it comes to HBO Max, the first 10 days, Superman hits 13 million views in 10 days of streaming. Biggest HBO Max movie launch since Barbie. What? Superman flew to 13 million views in its first 10 days on HBO Max, marking the platform's biggest 10-day audience for a movie debut since Barbie began streaming in 2023. And then, of course, it gives that little lowdown and blah, 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 you know, and saying all the stuff. During the week of September 15th to 21st, Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, saw a 670% increase in streaming compared to the week before. Superman, the movie, jumped up 155%. Superman Returns jumped up 120%. And Man of Steel jumped up 40%. Geez, there's people out there that were telling everybody to watch Man of Steel on Friday when it debuted. There was a certain YouTuber, I won't say his name because apparently he's suing people now. We'll call him Darren Wisher, was telling people to watch Man of Steel. Apparently everybody was watching the other ones more than, okay. I mean, and again, I love Man of Steel. It's still my favorite Superman movie, but it is funny how that one increased the least. I guess they don't have that big of a reach. Anyways, you got all that. So naturally, the discourse is out there, and if you were listening closely today, when these numbers got released, guys, you could probably hear the pounding of keyboards from the normal players out there that were trying to disprove somehow, or whatever the hell, they were trying to do all kinds of things to try to be like, no, it's not a success. What are we doing now in 10 days? Nah, you know, and of course, I even had a tweet. When I posted a tweet, that said, hey, our boy Blue keeps on flopping. Of course, being sarcastic. Some people didn't understand I was being sarcastic, which that's just funny because all you have to do is just look at my Twitter. Take you 2 seconds, look at my Twitter and know that I am a fan of, you know, the DCU and Superman. Or just look underneath the tweet and see me responding to the chuckleheads that are trying to still say this movie was an absolute flop. I mean, that's the thing. They're on the last leg when it comes to this, you know? It's like, just accept it. Move on. Now just bitch and complain about Man of Tomorrow or something. I don't know. Or just not at all. I don't understand. Because like I said, that certain YouTuber, I actually went underneath one of his tweets, you know, Mr. Darren Wisher. And there was an industry guy, because he was like, there was a guy who like works in the industry that he was going back and forth with. This guy was like giving like legit numbers and how things work, because you know, Mr. Wisher does not know how things work, especially when he has this blind anger and just derangement syndrome when it comes to James Gunn, just like some of these other fuckers. It's like, this is not how things work and all this thing. And of course, their mindset is stuck in 2015. 2016, and it's like, okay, so yeah, things are a little bit different, and way things are measured and everything like that. And it's like, you guys just need to give up, okay? Because there's no flop. It was a success. It's getting a sequel. The DCU is continuing. So let's just put it to bed. Just put it to bed. Sorry to tell you that. I just wonder. I'm like, did your family know how that you're constantly, you know, beating your keyboard and making videos and doing all this stuff, like, so angry about this thing? I mean, do they know this? I mean, when I put out content or put out even social media posts or something like that, I kind of consider like, gee, you know, if my family or friends saw what I was posting, I wouldn't be embarrassed. To me, it seems like some of these fuckers should be embarrassed. Like, wouldn't you be embarrassed? Aren't you embarrassed? I feel like I'm, what's his name? Comedian. Can't remember his name right now. But you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just, it's crazy. This movie is a success. 13 million views. Best debut since Barbie on HBO Max. Anyways, all right. Yeah, they're like the flat earthers. They are. They literally are. It's trying to prove like the earth is flat in this whole thing right here, so. Petition for Dave to see Taylor Swift movie. Oh, is that coming out? There's a new Taylor Swift movie that's coming out? But yeah, like I said, it's just like, come on, guys. It's like when you just now it's just, you just see people just making shit up. You just see people making shit up now. And that's the thing. It's like, just be, you could still be happy that it didn't beat Man of Steel. You still got that. But, you know, just be truthful. I'm like, that's all I keep asking. It's like, just be smart about it. Just be smart. That's all I ask. Just be smart about it. But when I know you're not, and you're just actively lying, I'm just going, what? I mean, what? You're going to lose your credibility when it comes to people. But again, it got so culty. It's gotten so culty that it's like, I still have people in my, you know, mentions like, you know, hey, they still restore this night. I'm like, let it go, man. They shot Justice League 9 years ago. 9 years ago. They shot Justice League 9 years ago. It's time to just let it go. Or, you know, if animation or a comic book, that's probably going to be the way that we're going to get more Snyderverse stuff. Live action, just get it out of your brain. Just get it out of your brain. Okay, got Zack making beautiful art right now, and he's got other movies lined up. Everybody else is busy. It's not going to happen. Anyways, all right. Let's talk about some movie trailers. I got to catch up on some movie trailers, and one of them that I have not watched because I kept forgetting about it, Greenland 2, because I really enjoyed the first Greenland, and I totally I forgot that this trailer came out, so I'm actually going to watch it right now. Cartoons as well, yeah. Animation. It's not, it's not tunes. It's animation. But anyways, let's watch this because I haven't watched it yet. And like I said, I was very pleasantly surprised by the first Greenland movie because I thought, is this another weird disaster movie? No. It was a disaster movie in a way, but it was more about a family trying to survive and get to a certain location. And, it was very subtle. So anyways, here we go. All right. I mean, that's a lot more Toby Emmerich. Roland Emmerich. Not that fucking asshole. That's a lot more Roland Emmerich, but I trust that it's actually going to be, not just going to be disaster porn, but there's a lot of things that are happening now. A lot more things. Because the first one wasn't as crazy. That's why it was like a sleeper hit, because people actually really enjoyed it and it didn't cost as much. So, gonna be interesting to see. Because it's a January release, but every now and again, a January movie will like sneak up on you and be like, hey, and bring in a crowd. So hopefully that happens. And let's see, there was another trailer. I'm like, oh yeah. So we got a new trailer for Chris Stuckman's Shelby Oaks, which some people got to see because they held like a screening in I think it was not this past weekend, but maybe the weekend before or last week sometime. But I saw some certain people show up to a screening for Chris Stuckman's movie Shelby Oaks, and of course he did a Q&A and everything. So cool shit. Let's see this new trailer. It's a short one. It's only a minute and a half.
Why didn't you give it to the police?
Oh God, I remember those cameras.
I needed to see it for myself.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
Riley Brennan is now missing. She was last seen in Shelby Oaks.
There is a dark and deeply haunted history in the woods of Shelby Oaks. My sister isn't the first to go missing.
What's left in Shelby Oaks is death and rot.
Don't be
Yeah,
afraid.
I already got reviews for it.
You should be proud of her.
So it's gonna have a little Blair Witch vibe, huh?
Please, baby.
It fucking rips.
Hear me.
Ah! I believe that was Keith David's voice. He's got a very distinct voice, and I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I think that was Keith David. Look at that. Look at Chris Stuckman. Look at Keith David. That's a good get. And I guess we go watch this. This was another trailer that came out. But I did like the first one. Zootopia 2. So that's right, guys. We're going to watch Zootopia 2 now. And I think this will be the last one.
At the CPD partnership is the cornerstone of success. No, carrots! Beautiful! You want to put bad guys away?
Ow! Stop pulling my ears, stop pulling my ears. Never pull a bunny's ears.
Be on the same page every day.
Jiggle it, let's go. We got this.
Here's the fuzz! Toot toot. Everybody run!
Well, can't win them all.
Come on, get on up.
Let me ask you something.
That's right, Jason
Do you think we're a
Bateman.
good team?
Of course. Into a zoo. I just wish I knew what we had to do to prove it to everyone else. We check the perimeter, snoop a little, we find nothing, we bail.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
There's a snake!
Stop in the name of the law! Snakes aren't the bad guys. I have to set things right. And when I do, my family will finally be able to come home.
Woo! Hops and Wiles. Dream team.
On the ground! Help me save them!
I would like to call a partner meeting.
I want the fox and that rabbit. Do you know how many mayors they've already destroyed? 1, 2. I got up to 2.
That's Patrick Warburton.
You want to start?
Patrick.
If you want to find you a reptile, I am your gal. Breathe it in. Woo! Zootopia has a secret reptile population. Just let me handle the locals. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub, bub.
Hey, bub. Bubby, bub.
Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Hey, ho.
Hey, bub, bub. Seen a snake?
Nope.
Wait, cannonball! Baby, keep the music playing. Come on, get on up. We're wild and we can't be tamed.
I got eyes on them in pursuit.
Forever. Oh, isn't that cute?
Nick! Good luck! I love you!
When you two save the city, maybe everyone will see reptiles ain't that different.
Come on. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Those fucking, yeah, when they run across those, what are the little, like, lizards or whatever that run across, that was funny. That was funny. Like I said, I like the first one. I was surprised, I was actually pleasantly surprised by the first one when I saw it. I was like, you know what, that was actually a good little animated movie. So, I'm curious, I'm down, I'm going to watch it. It's November, I think I'll watch it, maybe. Or maybe I'll wait for it, I don't know, but yeah. Patrick Warburton, he's the mayor. And the horse. That's right. Patrick Warburton. That's pretty much it. That's all the trailers. I don't think there were, maybe there was more, but those were like the 3 that I saw that I didn't actually watch. So I'll check them out. All of them look good. All of them look good. I'm gonna try to catch them all. All right, let's get some Twitter questions. See what you guys are talking. Sorry, I'm just checking and seeing, making sure. All right. I'm just making sure, you get some crazies in there. Get some crazies. All right, here we go. First start off with Eric. Hey, Dave, in all seriousness, this AI actor thing could lead us finally getting lost films. We could have gotten in another timeline, but couldn't. All filmmakers need to do is secure the rights to X actor's likeness. Yeah, which is hopefully that's what part of the strikes were and everything, right? What film we could have got would you like to see? Edgar Wright's Ant-Man. That's the first one I thought about. I don't know. There's so many. I mean, you could be right. AI could, that's not. I would. Yeah, but at the same time, you'd have to get the license and like the approval from the actors, which probably won't happen. But it would be kind of interesting if what if we got the Edgar Wright Ant-Man or The Matrix with Will Smith or whatever? What would that have been like? And then somebody makes it. Yeah, there could be something like that, or a movie that just didn't happen, that just fell flat or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, George Miller's Justice League. Could be something like that. I don't know. But I doubt that's ever going to, and people won't approve of that, though. Mr. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Darren. Vin Diesel probably saw the AI stuff and said, that's perfect to bring back Brian. Yeah, that's happening. I already have a feeling that's happening, and he's just being coy about it. He's not gonna say anything until we actually see the trailer. Mr. Axel, Mr. Henry Harper. What up, Dave? Here's a sneak peek of what I'm working on at the moment. It's based off Helsing. Hope I get a chance to talk about it in streams after eventually with the film. Yeah, you have all this stuff right there. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, so that's the photo shoot you were talking. That's really cool right there. So you got the animated eyes. That's pretty sweet. Get those animated eyes. That's pretty sweet. This is freaking hilarious. What the fuck? That's hilarious. I mean, come on. That's just funny right there. 13 million and counting. As a fan of both films and directors, I'd like a quote from Rodney King. Can we all just get along? Yeah. You like the quote? Yeah. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. Darkness Under the Wind. Dave, after how the most recent episode of Peacemaker Season 2 ended, do you think we could see a variant Superman but played by a different actor as well as other iconic DC characters? That's what I'm wondering. And then, of course, Jimmy Gunn said that Corn Sweat is not in Peacemaker, but of course he could be fluffing that because he doesn't want to reveal it. But I'm wondering, are we going to get that fucking dark, like, Nazi Superman that was part of Earth X? Is that going to happen? I don't know. And then actually you have this here, some drawings I did inspired by Lego Batman movie. We got Batman and Robin right there. A Killer Croc and being held up by a penguin. That's funny. Got more Batman and Robin. And then we got Firefly. That's cool. Clayface. A little Clayface. Got Poison Ivy and wow. Wow. Drooling and everything. That's well, he's a young kid. Then we got Man-Bat. This Batman he's got a Captain America shield on him. And Batgirl. Good drawings. I like it. Devin Wooter, hey Dave, what do you expect James Gunn Batman suit will look like? The black and gray, or I think it's gonna go blue and gray. I just have a feeling, but we'll see. What's your top 10 favorite Batman suits from the movies or comics? I mean, I have so many. I mean, my overall favorite is the BVS suit. Do you think Marvel surprised that Superman beat Captain America 4, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four? I think they had very high hopes for Fantastic Four. I think they had some high hopes when it came to that. So, Rez97, who do you think Gunn has in mind for DCU Batman? I'm starting to lean towards Josh Brolin. Now, it's not going to be Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin is way too up there. I would say. And then somebody with the... okay, that's interesting. I don't know what that's about. Joshua G, for some reason they always put you in spam. Hey Dave, with the announcement of the Simpsons movie 2, are you hoping they bring back some of the writers who did some of the best episodes of the series, like Conan? I mean, they could. I mean, I just assume that they're still making new episodes, so it's not like Simpsons is just coming back. It's always been there, so. And also, are you hoping to see some Simpsons theater merchandise for a sequel and 7-Eleven cross promotions? Like, oh, I'm sure they'll do that. They probably will. I mean, of course, there's going to be all kinds of merchandise. But didn't they get rid of him because it was not it's politically incorrect? Didn't they get rid of what's his name? I'm totally even blanking on his name. That's how long it's been since I've watched the series. What was this guy's name? But of course Hank Azaria didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah, so they got rid of him because it was insensitive. So I don't know if they'll be doing that. Apu, there you go. Apu, yeah, they got rid of Apu. So I don't think so. That whole part is probably not gonna be a thing. But what could he do? But anyways. If Superman actually did legit do 13 million as much as I didn't like the film, I don't care for it. That's cool. More genuine success, the better. Yeah. There you go. That's a good way to say it. It can go from here, hopefully. All right, that's good. It's a good way to say it there, Sonny. That's good. Because, like I said, we just got to take the numbers as they are. I mean, who knows? They could be fluffing. They could be not. I don't know how they measure, but hey, we just got to take them at face value. I mean, that's essentially all we can really do. If a big movie trade is posting the numbers and saying these numbers, that's all we got. Really, that's all we got. Of course, people are going to say they're lying, but then again, if it was if in somewhere in the multiverse where this was Zack Snyder's Man of Steel 2, Man of Steel 2, which probably was going to be called Man of Tomorrow or whatever the hell. And it was the exact same numbers, exact same box office. These same guys would be saying a completely different, they'd be singing a completely different tune. They'd be like, yeah, man, 615 million, fuck yeah. 660 million, huge success. 13 million, hell yeah. They'd be saying all this stuff. But of course, yeah, that's not the case. And then other assholes would be saying the other stuff. You know how it is. Everybody's a hypocrite. Tribalism. You gotta love it. All right, guys. That's enough. That's enough today. So, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, thumbs up. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good Tuesday. I'll be posting, of course, video clips and everything as well as I do. And, yeah, let's see. Do I have all that? Yeah. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon, I do a post-show video, which is, just a short video talking about things and whatnot. And, eventually we'll do like a Saturday version of the Vodka stream and all that. So, and, yeah. Do all that, become a member. We'll do a members-only stream on Wednesday, hopefully, if everything works. Seems like the Wednesday show gets effed up all the time. I don't know why that seems to be the case, but hopefully it'll be all right. So like I said, I updated everything, and I'll make sure everything's fully updated to make sure. But all right, guys, love ya. Talk to you later.